What's up, guys? GRC here. I know I haven't posted in a few months, and I do apologize for that. To be honest, I just haven't been feeling like doing it. The past month has actually been pretty rough for me. 5 weeks ago from this past Saturday, December 1st, I actually tried one of the new Anti-CGRP migraine medications, Aimovig. And to put it mildly, my experience with the drug was shit. It was pretty awful. For about 2.5 weeks, my quality of life was, I don't want to say at an all-time low because I have suffered worse, but it's pretty close. The real bitch of the drug is that it's a monthly injection, so side effects are going to last most likely for at least 2 weeks. That's actually one thing I didn't account for when trying the other medications. You know, if I have a bad reaction or if it's making me feel like shit, I can just stop it and the symptoms go away within a day or two. But with this, it's not the same. And I think that's part of why my experience with it was so terrible. Thankfully, there are two other CGRP medications out at the time of this video. There's one more coming by Alder Pharmaceuticals, but I don't think that's scheduled to be released for quite some time. If you don't know anything about these new medications, CGRP stands for calcitonin gene-related peptide. I have no idea what that means. I just like to sound smart, so I memorized the the acronym. But I believe it's a molecule that's responsible for a lot of the painful symptoms during a migraine. So these new medications they're actually biologics. What they do is, so Aimovig targets the CGRP receptor in the body, and the other two, Emgality and Aimovig, target the actual molecule CGRP. So thankfully, even though Aimovig was a terrible experience, I still do have at least 2 other options to try, which I will be doing soon once I fully recover from this god-awful drug. Now, I didn't have any serious, or at least immediately serious, life-threatening reactions to the drug. It didn't put me in the hospital or anything like that, but it did make me feel so bad that I was suicidal for a short period of time. The main thing that kind of kept me going and helped me push through was knowing that what I was feeling and that the side effects were just temporary and that they were going to wear off. And thankfully, around the end of the 3-week mark, I started to see that. But it seemed like the drug exacerbated all my medical problems. My headaches increased in frequency and were more severe. My IBS, which is for the most part pretty much under control through digestive enzymes and the FODMAP diet I follow, it made that worse. It reduced my appetite and made me feel a little more nauseous than usual. Basically, it felt like I had a slightly upset stomach for about the first 2 weeks. Not only that, but my energy levels were abysmal. I couldn't focus or enjoy much of anything. Even video games, Overwatch, which I love to play, I was operating at maybe 30-40% of the speed I usually am. And I have to attribute that to the increased pain. When you're in pain, whether it's your head, your arm, your leg, whatever it is, it can be very difficult to focus. So negatives with the drug, you got worse headaches, worse stomach, and worse energy levels. Positives, it was easy to use. It is a subcutaneous auto-injector. It's fairly idiot-proof. And my insurance also thankfully covered it. There was still a $50 copay per month, so it could have been better. Could have been worse. Without insurance, I've read it can cost up to $7,000 a year. But this is just my personal opinion and review of the drug. I know that everyone is different, particularly when it comes to migraine and what drugs will work for them. So feel free to take this review with a grain of salt. If I could go back in time, though, I would completely skip Aimovig and definitely try Emgality or Aimovig first. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I know it was a little different than what you were probably expecting, but I felt like it was something that I needed to get off my chest. I do have plans to do a mouse review for my next video. It will be on the Gigabyte Aorus, M3 gaming mouse, which I've used for about the past 6-8 weeks now. And spoiler alert, it is my new favorite, at least in terms of shape. So if you have a hand size that's similar to mine, 20 by 10 centimeters, you'll want to stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.